Welcome back, golfers. Today we're talking part 3 of Secrets to Lag. Today we're going to talk about how the upper body works in the golf swing. If you haven't checked out my last 2 videos, I did one on aim and I did the second one on how the footwork works in the golf swing to help create more lag. So today we're going to talk about what the upper body does, so stay tuned. So when we're talking about lag, things we need to look at, number one, we talked about in setup, nice parallel lines, like we have our alignment stick sitting down here, so that we're swinging down our path. We want to make sure our body lines up with our path. If we do that, it'll make it much easier for us to keep the club in front of our body and lagging down through towards impact. Second thing we talked about was footwork. So the engine to our body is our left side, and when we move our body, we want to make sure our left side's driving, our hips are driving, and we're creating nice body rotation that creates a lot of power in through impact. So what does the upper body do through this whole process? So number one, we got to think of the lower body needs to be the active part of when we're swinging. The lower body needs to be what generates all that energy, helps with the turn, helps with our rotation, and that's going to help keep maintain our lag positions, which are there and there. So what does the upper body do? So the upper body needs to be more passive. Most amateurs that I give lessons to, they get to the top of the swing and they want to go hard with their lower body, and that's what we talked about before in part 2 about a top-down sequence. So we don't want to go hard from the top, we want to go hard from the bottom. So we want a bottom-up sequence. So when we do that properly, we fire from the lower body first, then the upper body kind of just sticks to that arm sticks to the chest, and then we can just rotate through, so the arms become kind of feeling like more of a whipping sensation or a passive feeling sensation. And I know all of you golfers out there have taken those swings, you just take a nice effortless movement and you're like, hey, that went just as far if not further. And that's because we're doing all the work from down below instead of trying to do it all from above. When we feel like we're doing it from up above is when you start feeling like I'm doing a lot of work. We don't want to be throwing all that energy out from the top. We want to be making that rotation from down below, and then the upper body just follows and just allows the club just to release down our path that we've created using our lower body. So, drill that I really like to start getting the feeling of this is a arm bar drill. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your left arm, you're going to put it across your chest, and you're going to hook it right there, putting your thumb up in the air. It's kind of in the same position you would with your grip. See it from this position, right there. So what we're going to do from here is we're just going to take it to our backswing. There's our rotation, and then we're going to bring it back down into the bottom of our transition, which is right there where the knees square back up. And we're just going to go back and forth. And when you do this, I want you to feel what your core is doing through this move. Because you can see when I'm doing that, my arm's not moving. The reason my hands are moving is because my lower body's moving my hands. So when we do this correctly, this is basically what we want to see in our transition. It creates a passive upper body and active lower body. So we'll do it with the club. I'm going to put it in the left. There's your backswing. There's the load. Hook it. There's your transition. And you can see by doing this, when I hold on to this angle, I can hold on to this angle, which is key. We want to create more lag. We got to make sure that we're using our lead side to create that initial move down, and then once we get to our bottom of transition, then we can allow the release to happen. So let me hit one for you guys just so you can see what I'm talking about in the move. We'll put it in slow motion so you can really see how that arm stays up against the body, and then the move comes from the lower body. hopefully what we saw there was the arm through the bottom of the transition stayed tight, which helped maintain this position in our lag, or if not deepen that position. Because what we're looking for with the hands and the lag is that we're dropping our handle all the way down to near our trail pocket before those hands are able to release. What's the purpose of that? So the purpose of allowing our hands to lead and create all this lag is, you got to think of the swing as like a race between your hands and the club head. When you move properly using the transition, maintaining your lag, and now allowing the hands to lead and the club to follow down into that, pulling your lag down to that your trail side. Now when we get into the golf ball, my hands are further forward into impact, and pressing, all my body's pressing into my handle, putting energy into that golf ball. So another important point, with most of you being swingers of your trail side, and the golf swing, what we talked about being the engine of our swing being on the left side, is we need to train our weaker side to do more of our work. Because when we take the club to the top of our swing, and if we use just our right side, you can see that club wants to release, because this is a pushing side. We are here at the top of the swing with our right side, and because this muscle right here is so small and not that strong, it's really hard to hold on to that angle. Whereas the left side, this is a pulling side. So we're pulling that club down, the butt of the club down towards the ball. And by doing that, I can hold on to this angle all the way to the golf ball if I wanted to. I can sit there and go like this, because now I'm pulling back as the hand is pulling down. And if you do it correctly with the lower body, you can really create a ton of lag in the golf swing. So let me give you one other drill I like doing. So if you are a very trail side dominant swinger, I want you to try practicing with just putting your hand on the grip normal, and then taking your trail hand and only putting one finger on that, touching that grip. The rest of it's on top as like a 3-finger overlap grip. So what that's going to do is make it so you can't dominate the swing with that trail side. It's going to teach you to work your left side, or your lead side, as the dominant side as you're coming down through. If you do that, I guarantee you'll be able to learn how to lag the club deeper and longer in the swing when you connect it with setup, connect it with your footwork, and now you connect it with using the proper side of the golf swing, which is the left side, to drive that club initially down. Then once you get past your transition, you let that right hand do all the feel. Let it control what you're going to do, draw, fade, straight. The fine motor skills. The right side is your fine motor skills, the left side is your engine. So we need to train the left side to be the engine. Thank you guys for watching part 3 of Secrets to Lag series. Today we talked about what the upper body does in the swing. So, if you want to get better at creating a deeper lag, think of the upper body as passive, the lower body is your active driver, and that will allow your lead side to become more of the engine. Use that left arm as your arm to pull that club down. Let your right hand almost be like a guide to the club. It's your fine motor skills, so that's the arm that's going to, through that little area right there is going to help release the club. But your left side, or your lead side, is what's going to create that extra lag in the golf swing, because it's a pulling side. The lower body is going to be the engine. This side is going to pull. Right side is going to help release and control what you're going to do with the golf ball. I hope that helps. Next time we're going to talk about body balance and drills to be able to support all these movements that we've been talking about, and so we can just put it all together and turn what we are doing into something more powerful, more controlled, and hopefully give you guys more accuracy and distance through using lag properly. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.